I'm assuming May-Kay wants me to do my best pirate or captain impression here.
Come on.
Ahoy there, mateys! School's out and summer fun is in, ready to hit the high seas. Well, travel experts say 2025 promises to be another banner year of record cruise passenger volume. If a cruise ship vacation is on your calendar, you'll want to ensure the motion of the ocean won't upset your cruise, or rather, your stomach.
That was impressive.
I tried.
Yes, it was.
Just saying, if the news thing doesn't work out for you, birthday parties are in your near future. Okay, we've got May-Kay back with us this morning. Travel experts talking about the holy grail of packing essentials. Nobody wants to be seasick when you pay all this money.
No, that's horrible. So we're going to talk about how to mitigate that. All right, so nearly 38 million passengers are going to hit cruise ships this year globally, and AAA projects a record 19 million Americans are going to sail on an ocean voyage. That's a 4.5% increase over 2024. Okay, if you're one of them, but you have a weak stomach, you want to have your sea legs before you sail. The last thing you want to deal with is nausea, symptoms of seasickness. They include queasiness, dizziness, tiredness, and cold sweats. If you tend to get car sick, if you avoid roller coasters at amusement parks, well, Condé Nast travel experts suggest you consider several things before you book your cruise. All right, has to do with the size of the ship, the location of your cabin, the time of year you sail, and the best products to ensure your stomach stays settled.
Wow, okay, a lot of things here. Let's start with the size of the ship. What's that have to do with it?
Okay, the bigger the ship, the better. And you're in luck because those huge mega ships are all the rage right now, right? Like icon of the seas. Bigger, the better. The smaller ship, the more you're going to roll. You're going to feel every wave, every bump that hits the side of the cruise ship. Bigger and better. Cruisers who sail on the larger ships are less likely to feel the crashing against the hull.
Okay, what about, the cabin location? Because there's a whole bunch of cabins and different ones you can get. Which ones are better, which ones are worse?
You would think higher up would be better, close to the restaurants, the bars, the pool, entertainment. If you tend to have a weak stomach, more midships, lower level. Because, the ship is like this. The higher up you're woo, woo, woo. Down here it's woo, woo. So, lower level midships.
Okay, so big ship, be in the middle of the boat. What about time of year? Does that factor in?
We know, now it's hurricane season, but the peak is until August, September, October. You don't want to go then.
Right.
But you get a good deal. Okay, you get a discount then. But even the person with the strongest stomach, if you're, got those strong hurricane type waves, even though they're going to avoid that area, that can make anybody sick.
Yeah.
Okay, so what products can you take to help keep the seasickness at bay? If you're going on there and you're worried about seasickness, is there a medicine you can take or something you can do?
Yeah, and there's
natural remedies?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about ginger. It's a natural remedy. Chews are available, also C-band wrist bands. They put pressure on the underside of your wrist for relief.
Really?
There's also a heavy-duty band. It's a bracelet that uses a pattern of pulses to relieve motion sickness. How do you like that? So motion sickness patches, chewable tablets, meclizine, hydrochloride. And by the way, modern ships, most all have stabilizers to help prevent the sickening rolling motion. The less movement, the less likely you are to suffer seasickness. Bon voyage!
Woo,
okay,
this
now
is
didn't
awesome.
somebody here just take a cruise?
You just took one not too long ago.
Oh yeah, I loved it. So here's the thing: I saw so many people with the motion patches on their neck,
like a Dramamine type thing.
Yeah, my wife wore it every single day.
Really?
And did not have any problems with it because she wore the patch. But almost everybody was wearing it. I didn't mind it, but a lot of people did.
Yeah, you don't want to get seasick.
Did you feel the boat rolling at all, depending on where the cabin was? Could you feel?
You could feel it. You could kind of feel it there, and you feel like a stabilization. The crazy thing was what they don't talk about is when you get off the boat, you still feel the motion, and you're back on land, and they say get your, you're going to get rid of your sea legs. I had sea legs for like a week.
You need Dramamine even when you get back on land.
When you get back on land.
Yeah. But that's smart to prepare for it because you spend so much time investing in a vacation like this. You want to, every moment, you don't want to be stuck in the cabin because you're sick.
No. And where was your cabin located?
Our cabin was near the front of the boat, I think we were 4 levels from the top, so closer to the bars and restaurants, and we felt it more than our last cruise when we were closer to the middle, and I didn't think about that until you just said, why do I feel it more in this location versus the other? Because you would think higher up, you're better off.
Yeah.
Not so much.
A lot of people just want the cheaper cabin.
That was
Yeah.
Right.
Make
Wherever
a
it's
cheaper
located.
cabin in the middle of the hurricane season. Just get me a good deal.
No, I'm kidding, but no, I'm not. Okay.
There we go. She is not going to be sick, and she's going to save money. I like it. May-Kay, thank you very much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.